Hey guys, what's going on? It's Kyle here with the WWE Raw review. I enjoyed Raw last night, but before I get into my Raw review from last night, some pretty big, exciting wrestling news, at least for me, and that is this news is kind of old, but CM Punk had announced like a month ago. I hadn't really mentioned it until, well, now. I don't know why it's always slipped my mind, but I've been meaning to mention it. But a month ago, CM Punk had broke the news on a radio talk show that he, right now, is currently working with the WWE on coming out with a 3-disc CM Punk documentary DVD set. So, as soon as I heard Punk say this, CM Punk said this himself on the radio show, absolutely excited about this. Absolutely excited about this. So, so CM Punk coming out with a 3-disc documentary set, and if there's going to be anything like how WWE's been doing, some of their latest documentaries like the Stone Cold Steve Austin, the Rivals, Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels DVDs, and the Rock DVD, which I still have not yet to get yet, but I heard nothing but good things about that. I'm pretty stoked. It's going to be pretty good. But anyway, on to the Raw review itself. The show opens up, with the Cena rap versus the Rock concert battle. And show opened up with John Cena. The old John Cena for one night only. I was kind of shocked to this at first. I'm like, I heard the music, the basic thugonomic music play. I look up on the television, I'm like, there's no way. And John Cena comes out with the Chain Gang necklace and the Cleveland basketball team jersey shirt, and just he kicked it old school bait. Dr. Thugonomics was in the house for one night only. Cut a rap, I thought it was good. Probably not as good as a lot of his stuff that he would have rapped about, like when he first made that gimmick, the Doctors of Thugonomics. But it was still good. Hands down the best to me. I thought last night was the best promo I've seen John Cena do in years since he got rid of the Dr. Thugonomics gimmick, and just seeing him do that only for last night, it made me wonder, what if John Cena never got rid of the Dr. Thugonomics gimmick? Still being the top face of the WWE that he is now, but being the Dr. Thugonomics and not the C-Nation Ultimate Boy Scout babyface. I wonder. But anyway, he cut a good promo on that, and then he left out, said what he had to say about The Rock. After he leaves, we had that was a really good match to start the show with Sheamus and Dolph Ziggler. Awesome match. Sheamus ended up getting excuse me, sorry. I stayed up pretty late last night and getting up for work. So, Sheamus ended up defeating Dolph Ziggler. After Sheamus defeated Dolph Ziggler, and forgive me if I may forget some stuff about this on the show. Trying to see what else happened here. What happened? What did happen after Dolph Ziggler beat? After Sheamus defeated Dolph Ziggler, it was announced that at WrestleMania is going to be a Team Teddy Theodore Long versus Team Johnny Ace in a 12-man tag team, 6 for Johnny Ace and 6 for Theodore Long at WrestleMania. Whichever team wins, the guy who they're representing will be the permanent general manager of both SmackDown and Raw. I can't say one thing about this whole Johnny Ace and Theodore Long story. I'm really enjoying this, the story between the general managers. It's been enjoyable, and secondly, it's been different, because I don't think we've never really had any type of rivalry between two GMs trying to control both shows. I mean, we kind of had that with Eric Bischoff running Raw and Paul Heyman running SmackDown, or even before Paul Heyman running SmackDown, when Stephanie ran SmackDown. They were in competition of one another to try to prove to Vince, who had the better roster and who put on the best show. But there's never been a battle between GMs to take control of both shows. So I like this. This is different. I'm excited to see this. But the match started off in a handicap match with Santino Marella going up against Mark Henry and David Otunga. David Otunga and Mark Henry. Excuse me. David Otunga and Mark Henry end up getting the victory. On Santino. Santino's going to be the captain for Theodore Long's team, and Otunga's going to be the captain for Johnny Ace's team come WrestleMania, and he just added Mark Henry onto the list as well. Next thing after this, we got into a program with Shawn Michaels and The Undertaker and Shawn Michaels. Just, I don't want to say talking crap, but I guess talking crap to The Undertaker, pretty much saying that, isn't it ironic that the guy that you retired a few years ago is going to be the guy to call your match and might be the one to end up giving the 3 count, causing you to lose your streak. So kind of threatening and hinted, maybe screwing The Undertaker over. And last week he kind of hinted at screwing maybe Triple H over. So I kind of like this dynamic, of saying like, well, where does Shawn Michaels' alliance lie? Like, is he going to screw Triple H? Is he going to screw Undertaker? Is he going to call it right down the middle? So I kind of enjoy this little thing they got going on. It makes the Triple H Undertaker match just that. It's another element to the Triple H Undertaker match number 3 that much more intriguing to me besides just the Hell in a Cell. So that was into that program. The next program we got into was CM Punk versus The Miz. If Miz won, he would be a part of Johnny Ace's team come WrestleMania. If not, he wouldn't get a spot. He ended up losing to CM Punk. And before I get on to what happens after the match, I think since The Miz has just been really on a losing streak and he didn't make Johnny Ace's team, I kind of think wonder if maybe The Miz might turn babyface in terms of maybe he just keeps asking Johnny Ace, and each time he fails, and then he ends up joining Theodore Long's team, and from joining Theodore Long's team, and I don't know, maybe helping Theodore Long become a general manager of both shows or not, I don't know, but maybe joining Theodore Long's team, maybe that could be like a transition for Miz to kind of get a fresh start and turning into a babyface and just get a fresh start. That's what I'm kind of thinking. But I don't know. I'll let you guys decide that. Let me just think about that in the comments below. But after Punk got the victory, got a promo from Chris Jericho on the big telescreen thing. Jericho saying he thinks Punk is pretty much a hypocrite or whatever, and he thinks Punk. The only reason why Punk says he's straight edge is because his father was a functioning alcoholic, which is true. Punk has said it himself. That's the reason why he never wanted to drink alcohol, because his father was one to see his father abuse his mother. He vowed to never, have any type of substance have control over him like he did his father. Although Jericho didn't mention that part, he didn't go that far about Punk's real life story. But he did mention, Punk's dad being an alcoholic, and Punk he wants to taste the beer, but he can't deny it, and come WrestleMania, he's going to humiliate Punk, take the championship up from him, and he's going to make Punk feel like a broken, shattered man and prove to what he really is, and that's a beaten down, low-life, functioning alcoholic. I like this dynamic that they've added in the storyline for Chris Jericho and Punk, because one, it's a little bit, it was a different element that they kind of added to this feud, as well as it was also it was truth into it, because that is the reason why Punk has always said he was straight edge. He never trained to do drugs because of, growing up in his household, seeing his father, act the way he did. So for anyone who knows that real part of Punk's life, that added some realism to the story, another element which I enjoy, and it just makes Jericho come off as a much bigger and more hated heel, and makes people more sympathetic for Punk, and makes Punk an even bigger babyface. So I'm really looking forward to what they're going to do next 2 weeks with this feud. Um, and that was really the last match we had after that. Well, no, we got a quick match with Randy Orton and Jack Swagger. Excuse me. Randy Orton getting the victory over on Jack Swagger. And then on to the main attraction, which was the Rock concert. The Rock concert, freaking hilarious. If I had to compare the two between Rock and the John Cena rap, the Rock concert, hands down, was tremendous, awesome. You know, this is my mom's first time seeing The Rock, because my mom was watching Raw with me, and she was looking at it, she's like, Rock concerts? Like, I don't think it's going to be good. I'm like, it's good, because Rock used to do the Rock concert thing when he was a heel back in 2002-ish, 3. His last 2 years in WWE before he left, he did the whole Rock concert thing, and he would do it in the form of a heel. So I knew it was going to be entertaining and fun, but this was her first time watching it, and after watching the whole thing, she's like, that was absolutely enjoyable. She's like, that was awesome. So seeing it, seeing The Rock do it, it was awesome. And, you know, like I said, I am a Rock fan, I am a Rock mark, but to me, it was better than the John Cena rap. I thought, you know, between the two, Rock won that battle. And then after the Rock ended the Rock concert, he sang the "We Will Rock You" anthem, same song. And it was just so perfect. I mean, they changed the lyrics a little bit by putting John Cena's name and Rock's name in there and stuff like that. But it just felt so perfect, you know, just ending the show with The Rock singing the song. Like, they changed the lyrics up a bit to talk about John Cena and saying they're going to whoop his A all over the place. We will rock you. And just having the show end with that beat in the background and The Rock lifting his arms up into the crowd was just awesome. Really good Raw. I enjoyed it. Let me know what you guys thought about Raw. Did you like it? Didn't like it? What did you like about it? What didn't you like about it? Oh, and also, too, forgot to mention, the return of the Funkasaurus, Brodus Clay, is back. Brodus Clay back after, 6-8 weeks. Some people said he was sent back to FCW. I'm trying to figure out why, because since he's been back, or since he came back now, his return back last night, he's still doing the same thing he did, you know, all the other times he was on TV, and that's had these 2-3 minute squash matches. Now, I like Brodus Clay, don't get me wrong. I think he's a fun character. To me, I would rather have had him be the United States champion than Santino Marella. That's just my opinion on that. But I do think I really think they really need to kind of slow down with squash matches and really get Brodus Clay into some type of feud, you know, with someone, anybody, get him in some type of feud, and also get him some type of feud and give him some longer matches instead of these 2-minute squash matches. Give him at least, you know, a 6-7 minute match or something. You know, for Brodus Clay. Because, I mean, after a while, if they keep doing this, I'm afraid people may, even with all the flashy gimmicks and stuff, but just with the squash matches, I think maybe people may lose their cool after a while as WWE just keeps drawing this out. So, yeah, let me know what you guys thought about Raw. I enjoyed it. I thought it was good. Got 2 more weeks to WrestleMania. Can't wait to see what's going to happen next. So, comment, subscribe. Peace.